Damn, it almost feels like I'm not allowed to be here. It almost feels like I'm not allowed to be here.
Maybe he thought you were jail.
Who? Oh, that guy? Gotta get my chair set up.
Although this was so much
Oh,
better
I need that I need that jacket out the back real quick.
huh?
I need that jacket from behind you just real quick. You'll get what you said? Some food? Oh, whenever. No, it's no rush.
You said what?
Whenever. It's not a rush.
No, I'll just bring it now instead of later. So I was gonna go there and do. And I still have to go to Walmart and get Easter baskets and stuff. All right. Have fun. I get good naps.
I'll try not to. Okay. What? What? You want?
I wanted a hug. It's hot as fuck, man. You have something to drink?
Oh, my Gatorade. I forgot to get it. Huh? Did I what? No. Did I? You want me to get it on there? You want me to get in there?
Yeah, no. Alright, I'll give you a ride to the chat.
All right.
Love you.
Love you, babe. That was my girlfriend chat. Anyways, the what? What? The
Portrait.
yeah, that's my favorite one right there.
I didn't see that.
That's my favorite one.
That's really nice. The memory.
Yeah, it seems like most of the world's came to conclusion that Nancy's no longer here.
Isn't that illegal to put this on there?
Is my chat showing?
Yeah, you need to make sure you're responding to them because they say that Juice doesn't read our chats.
They don't say that. They know I talk to everybody in their chat.
They were saying
I
that.
try to at least.
They were saying that though.
Oh, I think it's visible now. I think we're good.
He doesn't. Can you please read our
Just
chats?
making sure I can see
Juice?
chat. No one said anything in chat anyway.
They did say that. Oh, not right now.
No.
Juice, please read our chat.
Oh God. All right. I'll see you later. Let me get set up, guys. All right. Curly. I get set up real quick. Yeah. We chilling today. We chilling outside Nancy's today, folks. We're chilling. I got dropped off in my own car because you can't park nowhere around here. Cops been patrolling. They've been pulling up here. At least they pulled up on me a couple times the last time I was here. Let me get set up real quick. I kind of want to go over there on that side. I don't know why I want to go over there on that side, but I kind of do. Big welcomes, those of y'all tuning in, guys. It's your boy. It's the boy. The Juice. Big welcomes, guys. Big welcomes. I came today to hang out here in front of Nancy's, talk about the case. You know, rant a little bit, talk about what's new. Brian Ensign, man, he's been putting in some work lately, man. I know when initially he came back out here, he discovered that there's a way to get in the back of Nancy's. There's a way to get in the back of the yard so you can kind of see pretty much the entire backyard. Let me switch this around. There's a car coming here. See if we get any activity in front of here today too. You know, that's why we're out here too, just to see what we stumble across being out here. I don't know if anybody can really see me. It's not the best view, but anyway, yeah. Brian Ensign had came out. He's been putting in some. He's been still in the show lately, I have to say. He discovered you could get into that back door. He sat down. The most interesting thing, he sounds like he sat down and had an interview with a sheriff. Sounded like a sheriff that's in the police department currently. I don't know if he's no longer here or it was the guy. Is it Reynolds? The guy that got arrested. I can't remember his first name, but the guy that recently got arrested from the sheriff department for sexually assaulting somebody, or that he was supposed to be taking to jail, from what I believe. I'm not sure exactly what he got arrested for. I really don't care about that. Just because I figured out that he has, I don't think he has anything personally. I don't think he has anything to do with Nancy Guthrie. Even though there's stories out there that he was a part of this investigation in the beginning, but I don't think that's true. But I kind of wanted to listen to that. Why do I have my headphones on? I kind of wanted to listen to that a little bit with that video with Brian Enton sitting down with the guy that has the insights on this investigation here. So, I mean, I think it was interesting, and I feel like it's a cop. I feel like obviously it's a cop. He has to be if he knows all of what he was saying in that interview with Brian Enton. But who knows? Who knows? He could be. He could be a troll, man. He could be a troll. But I don't know. I think it's legitimate. I think it's legitimate. I'm gonna sit down real quick and say hello to folks in the chat here. I don't think we have too many people tuned in. Let me switch this camera around. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, Denise. Good afternoon, Deborah. Good afternoon. Is it Tippy River? I don't know if I said that right. Let me get set up real quick. I want to set up my tripod. I don't know what the guys are doing today. At least the guys that we normally see out here, which is who is it? Hopefully, we got a clear stream, guys. I don't know if we got a good connection here. I hope we do. But hopefully, right this up. I don't know what the guys have been up to. The guys meaning Lynn Brown. What's up? What's up? Lori, what's happening? I don't know what the guys have been up. My bad, guys. I've been gone for 3 days. By the way, I've been gone for 3 days. I had to take a. I didn't. I wanted to take a couple days off. Really, it was a day, but it turned into two, and then two turned into three. It's been a long week for me, but I wanted to kind of take a break from the Nancy Guthrie investigation, just because not too much has been happening. A lot of us are obviously trying to bump something up. We're trying to come up with something to help bring Nancy home and find this guy that we've seen who took Nancy in the front of her. Whether or not it's just him or not. Obviously a lot of us believe that it's the one guy, but we definitely want to help. We want to help bring Nancy home, and I think the public has done a really good job doing that. And I think also, I feel like the way I've been thinking about this, as far as them bringing, as far as them finding the perp. I know I've been saying that they're probably not going to find this guy. He might get away with it. I know I also been saying our theories have changed a lot throughout this whole entire thing. I mean, we're 63 days in, but I think there is a good possibility that they will find this guy. I think the fact that the FBI has gone quiet says a lot. I think they might just be onto something. We've been saying that for weeks, but I think just thinking about it, when they do go quiet, I think is when you have to worry the most. But we'll see, because sometimes quiet isn't always good. Quietness could mean we may never hear from them again. But I think this thing is going to be a lot longer than we think it is. I think it's going to take a lot more time. I don't think we're going to. I honestly, I can't say when, but I don't even think we'd have this thing done by next month. I think this is going to roll over at least a few more months before we actually get somewhere, or we hear anything from the FBI, if we hear anything. Blocked. Up the Chelsea. I want to say it's just, is it Chelsea? I don't know. I'm bad with names. Up to Chelsea 84. Jesus will come soon and he'll solve this. Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I mean, we rely on technology a lot when it comes to the FBI. And it seems like so far it hasn't really gotten us very far lately. Seen JLR live earlier. I don't know if he's still live right now. I gotta fix this something in my settings real quick. Anybody watching some March Madness today? Y'all watching some March Madness? I don't know if anybody watches basketball, but I know there's a game. Oh, there's something in the way. Nobody told me there was something in the way of the camera? Come on, peeps. I'm supposed to be looking out for you, boy. I know you guys see that little black nudge in the corner over there. Hold on. Move it over. Hopefully that's good now. Yeah. Detroit Tigers. Yeah, so I'm in this bracket at work with that whole thing. Everybody will do a March Madness bracket where they put in a little bit of money and whoever wins it. Well, I didn't have time, so I did the random pick, and it picked Illinois for me to win this thing. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Illinois has been holding it down lately. Although I should have went with Arizona, right? I know. I never. Oh, they're losing by. Oh my God. Illinois is down by 12. Oh, sad. Oh no, they're down by 8. Down by 8. Oh man, that's not good. UConn winning right now at halftime. Anyway, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I did a bracket at work. The pot is like $700. It's not a lot, but that's enough for me. But I didn't have time to do my picks. I would have not picked U of A. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I don't really go. I'm not really big on Arizona teams. We always go far and then we just drop. I know where's the hope, right? But yeah, I don't. I've never really been like an Arizona team fan. I love my team. I love my Arizona team, but they're never number one on my list. But I did a random pick anyway, and it picked Illinois. And Illinois has been doing good so far, so we'll see if they continue. I don't think they're going to win this game against UConn, though. Oh, that Gatorade's good. That orange, best of the best. I don't know why it tastes different in this bottle for some reason. Man, it's so peaceful out here. Like, literally, it's so peaceful. I got to fix something. And I want to listen to this video with Brian into because I'll do it again on stream tonight, too. I hate taking days off. I like to stream. I want to stream every single day for the most part. Maybe a day off here and there, but I definitely hurts when I take days off. I think. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I gotta fix something if I can while I'm live here. What's new, chat? What's new? Anybody hear anything new that they want to share? I don't even see the chat at this point. What is going on? Why does it keep like turning off? It's like if I'm not moving the chat, it like turns off or something. I don't know. I gotta check the live. I don't even know if I'm coming through clear. I hope I am though. I'm trying to make an adjustment here, but I don't even see the stream. Did we disconnect? JLR in wash with Nico searching just behind Nancy's area. Oh, really? Yeah, I haven't been here in a minute, Lynn. I'm so sorry. I gotta get back active now, guys. It's time. We take no more breath from here. I don't understand. It's showing my live stream, but it's not showing that I'm live. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. We're good. I'm just trying to change something in the settings if I could, but I don't know if it's going to. I'm assuming it's not going to let me until afterwards, unfortunately. Come on, man. We don't have time for this. Yeah, I guess I'm with it. I'm gonna pull up this video real quick, guys. I want to watch this. Well, we can't watch it because I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but I know you guys will be able to hear it. With Brian Intent in that interview that he did the other day. I think it was the sheriff. Hold on, I gotta turn my headphones off real quick. It might be hard to hear this guy a little bit because of the voice.
Hey guys,
changed.
It is day 61 in the search. What would you say are the biggest?
What do y'all think? Y'all think that's a sheriff? I think that's a sheriff in that video. That was super creepy, wasn't it? I love hanging in her hood. It's so quiet. It is, and then you just hear like this is definitely different than where I live. Like I probably live about 5 minutes down here. My house is nowhere near, by the way. Not that it matters, but anyway, yeah, I think where I live, I mean, I hear birds and stuff, but it's just not like here. And it's so many trees around here, so many cactuses. I don't know. It's just different. It's a different vibe over here. You know, you can hear the birds, and there's like different type of birds too. It's not just one bird. And then there's just like right now it's because there's like this breeze. Comes the mailman. I got a feeling that the media will be all over this place again. And what are they going to do? They're going to make these guys, you know, what are they going to do? Oh, also, the detective that was assigned to this case in the beginning, he didn't want to do it. He didn't even want to be a part of this investigation with the Nancy. Suspicious because just the way everything happened in the beginning is just so suspicious to me. And then, you know, we obviously had a guy that wasn't 10 years. Let's watch the video because he talks about that right now. Let's just hear it. Or let's listen to it. If I have service. Yeah, it's so peaceful here. I was trying to go to my settings here, but I'm assuming I can't go to my settings here on YouTube while I'm live. I guess it's something I can only do from the computer. No, man. Cool guy.
If this was a search and rescue issue opposed to a possible criminal issue.
From what you know, were the initial people who responded inexperienced?
From what I understand, the people that were there on the scene were not 10-year homicide detectives. They didn't have a lot of experience in homicide at that point, to include the supervisor, who, from my understanding, never investigated homicide before being installed as the supervisor for the homicide unit.
I think we got a car pulling up. Not sure if we do.
First responded to.
He stopped and then kept going. Oh, he's stopping again. Oh, he's turning around. Is he turning around? Yeah, he's got a muffler on that thing. Can you hear it? Yeah, we gotta stop our video. That thing is too loud. I just really enjoy this. I really do. You know, just seeing the activity that rolls through here too. You know, see people come and pay their respects. You know, unless he wants to talk, maybe we'll, you know. But I like, for the most part, I'll give him that respect to come and, you know, visit the memorial site in peace. I mean, why not? I feel like that's the right thing to do. Who's this? Got some activity here, guys. Maybe we'll get the sheriff out here and get these guys cited. Just joking, I'm joking. That's really not the way to park, but so anyway, so far, because we didn't make it very far in the video, the guy said that he was 10-year. He wasn't 10-year. From what I heard, the investigator had only been about 2 years in, and from a majority of the people that were, you know, like Ashley Banfield and just a lot of people that seem to have some type of experience in law enforcement were saying that they weren't ready until about their third year to even consider doing homicide. So I think that says a lot about him being assigned, you know, considering it seems like, obviously, based on what most people said, you got to have some type of experience under your belt. Long term, meaning it's about at least 3 years, I would only assume at this point. But maybe this was his first homicide, and you know they let him get to an early start, and he was one of those guys who was just ahead of his peers. For all we know, he could have been ahead of his peers. But it doesn't sound like it, because it sounds like he was somebody who just didn't want to be a part of the investigation. But I think we're clear. I think we're good to listen to this video real quick. It seems like the mailman's coming back, though.
You can do the job correctly.
I'll just go back. No Alex today? Where's Alex? Alex, where you at?
Rushed to that judgment, stayed with that judgment, and then ran the investigation as if this was a search and rescue issue, opposed to
Margie, I'm good. How you doing?
From what you know, were the initial people who responded inexperienced?
From what I understand, the people that were there on the scene were not tenure homicide detectives. They didn't have a lot of experience in homicide at that point, to include the supervisor, who, from my understanding, never investigated homicide before being installed as the supervisor for the homicide unit.
So the supervisor.
So he said before.
From my understanding, they never investigated homicide before being installed as the supervisor for the homicide unit.
So the supervisor who first responded to Nancy Guthrie's house had never investigated a homicide.
Correct.
How is that possible?
Also, you have decisions made by people that will install friends and people that can do stuff.
I didn't really understand that, chat. Maybe y'all can enlighten me a little bit, but I really didn't understand that part. As far as the person having the ability to install friends for whomever he's talking about, I really didn't get that part.
How is that possible?
Also, you have decisions made by people that
Made by people.
install friends and people that can do stuff for them, opposed to people that are there on their merit and can do the job correctly.
Do you think not enough evidence was?
Hey, happy Easter, by the way, guys. Yes.
Detectives
Margie, bless Easter for sure.
not once but several times leads me to believe that they should have handled it differently. They should have kept the scene secure.
Do you get the sense right now that there's anyone that they're seriously looking at?
The people I've talked to that are still in the know on this investigation tell me there's no direct suspect right now. No name on the table.
Is that shocking?
That was how the investigation.
The people.
I've talked to that are still in the know on this investigation tell me there's no.
Who is he referring to when he says the people? Who do y'all think he's referring to? It could be anybody else but the sheriff. Because they're the only ones involved in this besides the FBI. I know this isn't an FBI agent. I mean, that would be even more crazy if it was.
Do you get the sense right now that there's anyone that they're seriously looking at?
The people I've talked to that are still in the the know on this investigation. Tell me
This
there's
was a
no
couple days ago.
direct suspect right now. No name on the table.
Is that shocking?
Not with how the investigation's gone so far. I mean, you have individuals that are either lucky as hell.
You think the FBI? Wow.
If you take the first, extremely lucky, maybe his luck will run out.
I mean, that would make sense if, because, you know, the FBI is obviously just as upset with the sheriff department as they are with them. So,
But so far it hasn't.
if not more.
But if you take the second one that was extremely cunning, there's a chance that he may
I
have
think my
covered this.
connection disconnected. Yeah. He even thinks, this guy even says that there's even a chance he may have covered his tracks very, very well, like so well. That's how he termed it, I believe. Wow. What do y'all think? I think so. Definitely a possibility that this guy really didn't make any mistakes. You know, if he made one, if all any, I don't know. I almost want to say this could be the perfect crime. Not only that, they could have even picked the perfect house if this was, you know, a robbery. But however, it wasn't. So I guess that it wouldn't make any sense. So I would say they definitely so far. But again, a lot of us find ourselves not being patient with this thing to roll over because we want it to happen now. We want them to bring Nancy home right now. But as of right now, it is. I could consider it as the perfect crime so far. They say they have something, but until they prove they really have something, they don't have anything. So far, yeah. I mean, what, 63 days going into 64? We're in the third month of this you know, investigation. You know, Nancy obviously went missing February 1st. So yeah, you do the math. I mean, it's only a matter of time. You know, wherever this guy's at. I even wonder sometimes where this dude is at. Like, is he still here in town? Does he live here? Is he even from here? You know, is he in Mexico? If he is in Mexico, are they going to be able to go into Mexico and get him? You know, it's a lot of questions. A lot of questions. But yeah, this just takes it requires a lot of patience. I think my phone disconnected. Hold on one second. And why I can't go into my settings while I'm live on this actual particular video for whatever reason. Yeah. All right, let's see if we reconnect here. Come on. I'm waiting for some food. I got some Jack in the Box on the way.
Tracks so well that we may not find out what happened. Not with how the investigation's gone so far. I mean, you have individuals that are either lucky as hell or more cunning than a lot of people in the past. If you take the first, extremely lucky.
I didn't understand him there.
I've talked to that are still in the know on this investigation. Tell me there's no direct suspect.
Is that shocking?
Not with how the investigation's gone so far. I mean, you have individuals that are either lucky as hell or more cunning than a lot of people have seen in the past. If you take the first, extremely lucky, maybe his luck will run out. But so far it hasn't. But if you take the second one that was extremely cunning, there's a chance that he may have covered his tracks so well that we may not find out what happened right now.
Obviously, we're hiding your identity right now because you could get in a lot of trouble for speaking out this way.
The fact that Brian says he could get in a lot of or someone that works in the sheriff department, because who else would he get in trouble from if he's just working somewhere that doesn't have anything to do with law enforcement, or, you know, crime or anything in that area? Obviously, he has to work in that area to get in trouble. I mean, duh. I wonder if they're questioning whether or not, you know, they're questioning people right now trying to figure out who did this interview. Or maybe they even figured out who did the interview. I would like to see, you know, if he's still been in good hands. I wonder if he's been keeping in touch with Brian to let him know he's still good. No one's, you know, questioning him or anything like that. Because that's a dangerous move. I mean, I feel like even when they change the voice, I would still be able to. Because you know how you change the voice. I don't know if you guys ever done a voice changer, but I have one on my computer, and when you do that, when I do that, I can still hear myself. Is what I'm saying. So I don't know. I wonder if somebody that knows this guy knows for sure that's him, or they're just questioning it because they realize it, but they can't really prove it. I guess. I don't know.
What would you want to say to the sheriff if you could?
I would say that he ruined a great department. It's savable if he steps aside, and I would ask him to step aside.
How would you describe?
No, wait, what? Mary says white boy calling cops saying people smoking dope there. He calling on Alex and JLR. Alex Criminal Minds. Here at Nancy's? Yo, Breezy, what up? Yo, Lynn, I definitely do think it's a cold case right now at this point, but that's just me. I know it's not. I know it's not a cold case because investigations go on for years. So I mean, I definitely don't really actually think it's a cold case. I think they're still working on this case. I just feel like that's where it's going. I guess is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're really. I really don't even know. Sometimes I question sometimes if they're even working on this thing right now, just because it's gone so quiet. It's almost like waiting for something and it's taking forever, and you just finally are like, damn, it's just never gonna come. I don't know. We'll see though. Got to just stay patient and see how things turn out. Yeah, you let a year go by. Yeah, I'm gonna be convinced that this is a cold case for sure. I don't know how long it's gonna take for them to determine whether or not it's cold. But upon doing research, it did say that they had to be exhausted of all things, whatever that means. Which means, I guess, they would have to have, no leads, no more tips, anything that could help them find this person. They would have to just have nothing. So, I mean, we got the 40 plus thousand, tips at a time, and it could be even more now. So, obviously with that, they have a lot of work to do to keep the chains moving, keep this case alive, really, as far as them on their end. But I think with us, with the movement of the media, we are constantly giving them tips, I think even ideas, so it's got a long way to go. It's got a long way to go.
High morale at the sheriff's office right now.
I would say right now it's extremely low. If he steps aside, and I would ask him to step aside.
How would you?
I would say that he ruined a great department.
Wow.
If coverage is tracked so low that
Go
we
back.
may not find out what happened right now.
Obviously, we're hiding your identity right now because you could get in a lot of trouble for speaking out this way. What would you want to say to the sheriff if you could?
I would say that he ruined a great department.
That's big. That's just big. That kind of. I felt that one. You know what I mean? He said he ruined a great department. Wow.
It's savable if he steps aside, and I would ask him to step aside.
How would you describe morale at the sheriff's office right now?
I would say right now it's extremely low. This is the lowest I've seen. There's a lot of embarrassment, especially with the news, kind of conversations they've had with Nails, his interaction with the media.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Especially with the news, kind of conversations they've had with Nails.
Oh, he said they've had with Nanos. Okay, I thought he said conversations that I've had with Nanos.
His interaction with the media.
When the press conferences started happening and the interviews with Nanos, what were you thinking?
Shut your mouth. Stop talking. That's pretty much what we were all saying.
Yeah.
Is why is he out there saying that?
The no confidence vote, I mean, that every single deputy in the union voted that they don't have confidence in the sheriff, I think to a lot of outsiders was like, wow, I mean, every single deputy.
Yeah, this isn't the first no confidence vote that we've done. So it should have been no surprise to him.
Wow. Yeah, I agree. He said, he was asking him what he was thinking that, pretty much that Nanos should do. after all the press conferences that he did, or I'm sorry, the interviews that he did, and he said, "Shut your mouth," just pretty much be quiet. And I agree. I couldn't agree more.
especially with what's been going on. So, that is why is he out there saying that?
The no confidence vote, I mean, that every single deputy in the union voted that they don't have confidence in the sheriff.
No, we were. I don't even know if it's gonna go back live. Can y'all hear me? No, it wasn't buffering. It's not buffering. The problem is the phone literally just overheated. Let me see if I can go more in the shade. I'm in the shade though. Insane. Why would that's just crazy. We are literally in the shade, chat. The phone the phone is not buffering. It literally just overheated. And I only been here for, well, been here over half an hour. We've been live for almost an hour almost. Wow. That's long. And since I think it was somebody who still works in the department. Yeah, I think so too. Recall Nanos. Get that guy up out of here. Get him out of here. We got a nice breeze too. That's what's crazy. See, this is why I don't like to come and stream outside. Can't do it for that long. Maybe we should take a little walk through the neighborhood. I'll probably do that after I get my food. I was trying to play this video and then this thing just cut out because of my back on. Maybe I need to keep the hotspot off. Maybe I'm making the phone do too much. Maybe that's what it is because I had the hotspot on.
Is it awkward for people working there?
I think everyone is walking on eggshells.
What would people in the department want to say to Savannah?
Just explain to Savannah that just because we have an incompetent lead.
Yeah, you just never know who might show up. That's why we're just chilling, kicking back. You know.
I really appreciate, obviously, that source for.
Anyway, that was a crazy interview. We didn't get to really listen to it all, but that was crazy, dude. That was just crazy. I mean, it wasn't a crazy interview. It was just crazy the fact that someone was willing from the department of some sort, the FBI or sheriff, were willing to sit down and have a conversation with Brian Intent. Man, that's just embarrassing. If you're Nanos right now, that's embarrassing. I just can't really see somebody in the FBI doing that because there's not a problem with anybody that's working in the FBI. It's more so of the FBI, having trouble with the sheriff department. So, that could be somebody from the FBI kind of, I guess, that upset at Nanos. But, I mean, I think that they really want to crack this thing, and I think the important thing would be to keep it professional. Obviously, I don't think that that's going to hurt the investigation by this guy speaking to Brian Intent. But it's going to definitely make some people lose some hope, I think, for sure. I don't think it's going to hurt the investigation, though. But, yeah, that's crazy. That's just crazy. I couldn't believe it. I saw it a couple days ago, and I'm like, dang, I want to go live. Let's talk about this. And then I'm like, you know what? Forget it because it's just not the week right now. And I just kept running out of time. And I didn't want to start at 4 or 5 in the morning. I just was like, nah, that's too early. I have work. Couldn't do it. But I could do it today, though. We can do it today. Corvette girl, what's up? What's up? What up, Angay? Yeah, I really wish I could have edited that video, or I wish I could get in my settings. I'm gonna stop saying that 'cause it's bothering me. But yeah, I needed to make a quick edit in the settings, but it won't let me from the phone. The computer's 10 times better. Should I zoom in on that? Everybody can see it a little bit better. 5820. I'll never forget that address. We'll never forget. this game is over. My Illinois team is going to lose. I'm not from Illinois, but still. Y'all know the scoop. It's so peaceful out. Jay Wade, big welcome, Jay Wade. I kind of want to take a little quick walk through the neighborhood. I don't know why I want to kind of just take a walk through the. I didn't never get a chance to find any of those abandoned homes. I feel like most of the homes here are like abandoned, though. I don't feel like. And then there's a lot of snowbirds too. I was trying to see if my food was on the way, but I guess. Oh, I think she's maybe en route now. Yeah, my food's almost here. Okay, good. I'm gonna try this one more time. Just checking the live real quick. So I can see the chat better. It's hard to see it from the phone. I gotta click on the phone every single time. It's super annoying. Well, that doesn't look good. Get a better view here. Zoom out a little bit. Because we can't see the street, chat. We cannot see the road. You gotta be able to see the road. I don't know if I like the way they looked at me right now. Jacqueline, what's up, Jacqueline? Welcome. How's the weather today? Hey, the weather's good. It seems like I'm not sweating. You know, Arizona gets real hot. I've been here all my life. Good evening, L-Dog. Good evening, good evening. Yeah, I mean, I've been here all my life, though. I mean, the weather's good. This would be good for me, at least, you know. Used to it, but at the same time, you'll really never get used to it. It's currently, right now, though, it's 85 degrees right now. I mean, you know, it could be it could be better. It could be better. So we got little road runners out here. I'm sure there's pigeons. I don't know what kind of birds are all out. But I hear different birds. Obviously, people keep saying that there's rattlesnakes. I've yet to see a rattlesnake really too often. I mean, they're out here, but if you're not from here, you'll be more worried about it than the person who is. Chat loves the road. Yeah, we do too. It is in my description, Jacqueline. I think it's in the description. Let me double check. Yeah, it's in the description. If you just click on the description there, I think under the video name, it would say more. I believe. Big shouts to everybody tuning in, by the way, guys. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Truly do. Don't forget to like the video, guys, and subscribe if you definitely love the channel here. I like to stream at home. I don't normally come out here too much. I've been trying to get more active out here. I think I will be here tomorrow for the most part. Unless JLR, somebody scoops me up and, you know, we go out and, you know, hunt down Nancy. Nah, I'm joking. What's up, by the way, Jacqueline? I'm in dirty Jersey. It's 60 now, but was 80 earlier. Sheesh. You kind of chilly over there. They do say they say perp returns to the scene. Yeah, I hear that a lot. I don't know if I feel like that the perp has returned here, though. I don't know if I feel like he's came back by. Because if he's not from here, chances are he left. And then, you know, he didn't. Oh, he did? He asked about me? That's crazy. Chances are he might have not been from here and he just left and kept going back to wherever he lives. You know, because for me, you know, just putting myself in this situation, you know, which is very hard to do because I never could see myself doing anything like that. But just seeing myself in this, you know, particular situation, I feel like I would be scared out of my mind right now. I would be having nightmares. Like if this guy's not sitting at home having nightmares and he's not worried, like not even just nightmares, just sitting there like sweating his, you know, just scared and feared for his life right now. He is a complete savage. I mean, I would be so worried right now that the FBI is going to crack this thing and be at my door any day now. And if I did this with somebody else, I would be even more worried that one of my friends were going to tell on me. But I mentioned it now, barely mentioning it. I said it could be a guy. It could be one of those things where he feels like his life is in danger and he kills everybody that was involved with him, you know, who helped him do it, you know, because it's just who knows? Who knows? But this story makes you overthink though. So, I mean, it's that easy to overthink it. But I think that my car, I think my lovely Jack in the Box is here. Who knows though? What the hell? How they say it, chat? What the helly? What the hell? Just pass by. My food. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna get my food real quick. Hey, shout out Jackie though. She for the $5. She sent me $5 on Cash App. What's up, Jackie?
She just ordered DoorDash? No, not really. Sweet. No, now they have one that's porcelain. Yeah, but they have one that's porcelain now, but it's a single piece. So I got that one. And then I got the double one. I had a choice, but I got medium now. They wanted no choice. I didn't get any better.
Y'all going? Thank you. Yeah, right. No. I need my $12 in gas back, man. I need my $12 in gas back. I covered the delivery fee for driving. Oh God, she plays around too much, yeah. Yo, shout out Arkansas. Glad you are representing. Yes, yes, indeed. I don't want to pronounce that name wrong. I'm gonna just say Jay. Big welcome to Jay. Shout out Georgia. Georgia in the building. Chris. Is it Chris or Chrissy? We'll just say Gregory. We'll just say Gregory. So glad you're there. Yes, of course. I like to put that public awareness out there, especially locally. We don't have a lot of people locally putting that public awareness out there. I don't know too many guys that are from here but I'm from here, so yeah. Yeah, they have problems. I really like this car right here. I really like that Rivian. I don't know why I like that truck. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all something right now that you're probably gonna just be like, ugh. Bye, see you later, Lynn. Thanks for stopping by. So, I got a burger and fries. And I don't eat nothing on my burgers, okay? Absolutely nothing except for ketchup. And then I dip it in barbecue sauce. I know it's nasty, chat. I'm different. I'm very plain. I don't like, oh, and a pickle, They put one pickle on there. I'll eat that. I don't like nothing on my burgers at all, really. I'm very plain. I'm very picky. If you said, let's go to Red Lobster, Justice, welcome back. Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, so if you take me to Red Lobster, if you say let's go to Red Lobster or something like that, I probably wouldn't want to go because I don't eat seafood. But look, you're not going to like this at all, but let me show y'all how I do my burgers. God, I almost dropped the try. I don't think I can bend it down. No. It won't go down any further than that. For my burgers, can I see? I can't even see what I'm looking at. Can y'all see that? Are plain. Jack in the Box isn't the best, so we're eating like a nasty. It's not good, okay? It's not good. McDonald's is better. Oh, you guys can see that. So my burgers are always plain, literally with nothing. Nothing. Not even cheese. Not even cheese. I know. So it's the ketchup. Hold on. We go with the ketchup. Then we go with the barbecue sauce. Oh God, I just squirted it everywhere. So what we do is, of course, we put the ketchup on there. We put the ketchup on here. Just a little bit. Spread it out a little bit, you know. And that's it. That's pretty much it. And then I dip it in barbecue sauce. If I can get it in there. Usually can't get it in there, pause, without it being, you know, after me taking a bite. Not very good, chat, but it's fire. It don't look the best, but trust me. Fuego. Fuego, fuego, fuego. Fuego. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I hope y'all are not hungry because I am, and I apologize for eating in front of y'all right now. But I have not ate all day. I think I've been working so much yesterday, I only ate one time, and all it was a hot dog. Now that's bad. We're definitely going to enjoy this food. Don't worry, I'm going to eat it quickly. How long is it going to take for us to get this DNA? We are waiting.
Everybody, it's Jackson.
Hurry up.
Today I am joined by Miss CC Moore. She is an expert genetic genealogist. Today she Now, today marks month
857, where
92,
you at?
if you can believe that, since Nancy Guthrie's initial disappearance. And there are a lot of questions revolving around evidence found at the
Oh
scene
God,
relating to
is that what's her name?
being a genetic genealogist expert yourself, can you
857.
provide
I didn't
us
even know you were in the
some
building,
insight
man. Big
as
welcome.
to
Shout out
how you
857.
leverage that DNA
Was that Sue
to
Ellen or
find the
whatever her name
suspect
is?
and what that process looks like?
Why did she just give me that dirty look like she was gonna come back and just kill me?
That genetic genealogy would be
Oh
the answer
God.
to this case, like it has so many others. But for us to be able to help law
God, who was
enforcement
that in the
identify
Prius?
these
Oh
perpetrators or this
man. I better go.
perpetrator,
And she's
we
going
need to have
slow.
a viable DNA profile. And that is
Oh
inherently
boy.
the challenge.
She's calling the cops. I'm going to jail, guys.
This person or
Oh
persons
no.
did.
That was the most ugliest look I've ever seen. I should have recorded that. I probably would have went viral with that look. Oh my God. Viral. That was one of those looks that made me feel so many ways right now. Like maybe I should just leave at this point. Go Zona. We are in the final four, that's for sure. The neighbors always have the dirty looks. I know, man. It seems like it. They really don't want us here. Uh-oh. Hey, how you doing?
Take me out to the main road.
I'm not too familiar with this neighborhood. I want to say yeah. I think if you hang a right, it should take you out to Campbell at some point. It gets a little tricky in here.
I know, that's,
Yeah. Do you have maps on your phone at all?
yeah, but I got something going on with my dang phone. I can't.
Oh no. Let me look up my map real quick and see if I can direct you.
I'm running for Uber, and so
Yeah.
I got this thing going on with Uber, and I can't get out of it.
Yeah.
I delivered it all, but they said I didn't deliver it all.
I hear you.
And now I got to wait for them to call me back or chat with me. And I got 9 minutes to go. I'll figure out 9 minutes to get out of here.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, no, it gets tricky. So you would go up to Camino Zarella? Yeah, so Camino Zarella, and it would take you out to Campbell.
Okay, let's go right on Bella.
Zarella, yeah. With a Z.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay.
And then that'll take you right out to Campbell.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So you gonna go watch the game?
No, I'll probably be out here covering the Nancy Guthrie investigation going on, so I probably won't make it to the game, but I will be watching the score on my phone. Yeah, you haven't heard about the
Yeah, but I didn't know it was in this
You
area.
didn't know it was in this area? Wow, yeah, this is her house right here.
Right here.
Yes, sir. And then right over there is the memorial site that they have for her right there. A lot of flowers and
So I gotta get up the street.
a lot of stuff people have to say. So.
All right, thanks a lot.
Take care, be safe. Was he lying right now? Was he really lying? Did he really not know about the investigation? See, this is exactly why we're out here. This is exactly why we're out here. To put the public awareness out there. Exactly why. I don't know what he's doing, but wow. I can't believe he didn't know. And I don't know if I'm correct, 100% correct, but I think more people that are tuned into this thing is more so on the elderly side. I want to say in between like 50 and up or 40 and up. I think it's more older people than people opposed to being like 18, 21, in between 20, 25 years old aren't as in tune as people my age, like 33. I'm 33, so 33 and up. My birthday's on the 11th, so I'll be 34, but I'm pretty old. trying to get to the chat here. So Angay says, so JLR and Alex saying someone stole the cards and letters from Memorial. Lauren told Alex, see, good things are, good thing you are watching. Good thing you are there watching. I still say HOA when they did clean up. Yeah, yeah. I mean, people are gonna do stuff like that. I didn't know they put cards though. It's crazy. I know all the ribbons were missing. This freaking fly is trying to kill me right now. It's a horse fly, I think. Those ones kind of scare me a little bit. Try 62, honey. You're still young. Ah, don't feel like it no more. I feel like I'm getting old. If I said so, telling that dude to drive straight, take a right at stop sign, and we'll, yeah, I didn't want to give him the wrong information. I wish I would have saw that sooner too. Oh, got somebody pulling up here. She just wanted your. That's funny. Ah, don't say that. D Smith. Is it D Smith? Let me see. Yeah, D Smith. Don't say that. Why you say that? He said she'd be back. It's great. Oh man, I'm gonna probably just get behind that tree over there if I see a Prius, a white Prius. Yes, and then HOA before that to remove the dead flowers. You know, there's a neighbor that comes over here too that always arranges them. I think her name is Lauren. I think is it Lauren or Laura? I think it might be Lauren. And then there's another neighbor who comes too. She comes usually during the evening time, I believe. And I think Laura comes like during the day more so than often, or when it's getting in the evening. I think the other lady comes at night. I can't remember her name though. Lauren's the one who noticed things were missing. Wow. Yeah, where's 857 by the way? Is he not getting out here tonight? I think Dad's gone live, went home. These guys just might be busy today. JLR's out there doing his thing. Hey, by the way, I don't know if 857 is still here, but thanks, man. Big thank you to to you and JLR. I think Alex as well, and a couple other guys maybe for going out and handing out flyers. Speaking of public awareness, which I was bringing to y'all's attention earlier, that was a good idea. That was a good idea, and I think they've done that at another time as well. So, Jim going home. Well, yeah, thank you, 857. Thank you. I think he got out there too. I want to say to pass out those flyers. I think it was his idea, even if it wasn't. I wanted to join those guys, but I was a little busy, so I couldn't get out there and help y'all pass out flyers. But if you guys have any extra, papers or flyers, or you let me know, I would definitely get out here and pass out flyers. I do a lot of Instacart after work, so that'd be a good opportunity for me to pass out flyers. I'm everywhere around Tucson, so just FYI. I really got to invest in a portable charger. My time is limited out here because I don't have a portable charger. So I got to keep eye on my battery, because it's going pretty low. Yeah, that was a good idea. It really was. Chat, the guy that is taking care of Nancy's house took all the cards from the mailbox and probably gave the cards to the family. It's a good way to look at it. Possible, you know. Should we take a walk over there? We could take a walk over there. We really should take a walk through the neighborhood. I might need to turn my hotspot on real quick so I can. No, I feel like it's just gonna make my phone die even quicker. We're on 50% right now, so we've got a little bit of life left here. Half of the life left. I think we got another good hour live, and then I gotta go. I want to just stay here all the way until the sun goes down, but I don't know if my phone will make it that long. I don't know what time sunset is. I have to look. Oh, incoming. And they're going real slow. Grandmaid, what's up? Big welcome, Grandmaid. Is it Grandmaid? I think it's Grandmaid. I almost said Grandma, but I don't want to say that if it's not. Watch for the Snakes Dealer Memorial. Was one there the other day? No. Uh-oh, I think they're stopping. They might be getting out. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've looked behind me a couple times to see if there was a snake creeping up behind me right here, because I'm like right here in this cactus and stuff, and there's a little like dip. So I was like, oh no, I'm about to get bit by a rattlesnake. So if y'all hear anything rattle, please let me know. Don't let the snake just bite me, please. I want to make it back home alive. Let me just look back one more time just to be safe. Just make sure y'all didn't see anything that I didn't see. You know what they say, more eyes is 4 eyes, 5 eyes, 6 eyes, whatever. More than 2 eyes is better than just the 2 eyes, okay? So just look real quick. All right, I think we're good. Felt the piece of lint on my arm right now. I got the lint on my arm from my jacket. I was like, no, any little thing I feel, I'm like, no, it's happening. It's everybody's worst nightmare in Tucson, Arizona, or in Arizona, period, the rattlesnakes. Most of the wildlife is like they're like stray, you know, they're like afraid of you. The same guy goes to Annie, so if a letter was there, she would have it, and I would think Lauren would know if she talks to her. Hey, did we ever figure out what that orange wire was? All right, new streamer, Blood in the Block. Big welcomes, Capture, Dandy. Lofty welcome, England calling. Hello. Big welcomes, big welcome. We'll walk over here. These flies are big. Really peaceful neighborhood. In that box, yeah, because I saw Lauren the other day. She was putting something away in that, or putting some of those cards away in the boxes. I don't know why they took some of the signs down, though. There's a lot of signs in that box. Let's take a walk. Happy Easter, everybody, by the way. Yes. Happy Easter, Shari. Hello, hello. But in that box, oh, somebody did a little Easter thing up here. To the abductor, Easter is a time of redemption and forgiveness. Release the burden you carry. Let Nancy rise again and be with her family. Tell us where she is, and you will find the peace and forgiveness you speak or you seek. Do the right thing. And at the bottom it says please, and then it has a cross on that right side right there. Wow. Powerful message. Powerful message for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of boxes. I don't want to walk in the yard again. I was just wanted to look at those cards, but I don't want to walk in there again because I think somebody's going to say I'm in the yard. So we won't do that. It's a nice, pretty big mailbox, too. That mailbox is thick. Whew. Big things, man. Joking, I'm not Jamaican. But yeah, that's a really big mailbox. There's a couple other little flowers over here on the side. Not here, but right over there. So it looks like some people have kind of tried to, because originally I don't remember there any being flowers in here, like, in the beginning. But, in time, I think people started to kind of put stuff over here. And then there's a rock with that, ribbon, and then you got the words on the candles. A lot of people did the candles also in front of KVOA, 4 News out here local. And there's also a big banner out in front. I'm sure a lot of us have seen that banner. And then there's the media sign over here. Oh, man. A lot of us don't like this sign. I'm not reading it again. And one of the one signs that we all hate. I don't know if they ever figured out, when EGL discovered there was yellow writing on the other side of the sign that somebody came out and put, I want to say, on about 3 of them. They put a license plate, several names. It was really weird. You remember those yellow signs that they put on the back of this thing? I don't know if they ever figured out anything with that. But that's why it's good to report what you see when you see something, because it'll be processed, and for all you know, it could help the case. And hey, you never know as well. You might even just be a millionaire. $1.2 million reward. Kind of gives me the creep sometimes when I'm right here, because I can't believe sometimes that I'm standing in front of a house that's something written down in. It's crazy. Just think about it and let it sink in for a second. Like, that's just crazy. Fast forward 3 months later, it's 6 months, or I'm sorry, it's not 6 months, I'm sorry, 63 days into the investigation, and now we're still at a pretty much dead end. We have nothing. Hardly nothing. All we have right now is hopes for the most part. There's some pictures I'll show later. I think it was JLR who got the pictures inside the home. There's some pictures, I think, where there was a picture with Annie and Savannah. They were next to each other right by that door that we think the perp got into. I think we're all sure which door the perp got in. And then there's also another picture with the the view of the guest house. So you can kind of see out of the window of the guest house. I thought those were some interesting pictures. You know, I wonder if these guys, when they cased this house, when they came by, and I think we all think it was January 11th. But anyway, whenever they did come by, I wonder if if they even checked the guest house to make sure no one was living in there. And if they didn't, what made them so certain that they knew no one was in there and they weren't going to be seen? That's really, that's a real good question to wonder, I think, because if they did check the guest house, and it looked like, if that was a recent picture that, we have of that, view of the guest house through that sliding glass. I think that's like the only sliding glass door she has is in the guest house. I don't know if there's any sliding glass in the back of the actual house. But anyway, if that is the case though, and that, you know, I would only think that the window is wide open like it is in that picture. Because in the picture, the window is wide open. Well, the curtain is wide open and you can see right out of the window. And the guest house obviously isn't that big, but I mean, still, I think it would need to be, they would need to confirm if there was anybody in there or not before doing a crime like this. But maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. There's a sliding glass on the other side of the house too. Okay, because I thought we thought that there were, and then it turned out there wasn't. But I guess there is. Okay, I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. I'm trying to see. Why does that look like a sliding glass door? I believe that's the garage. It's a really big window out of all these other windows. I can't really see the chat because this freaking sun is so bright and I'm getting scared the phones are gonna overheat. So I think I should probably walk back to the shade. That's what I'm saying, and that's what brings my confidence down. Her bedroom on the opposite side of the garage has sliding glass door. Yeah, and you know what's funny is I was sitting here like analyzing the house, just trying to guess where I think her room was. And I always say that her room was on that left side over there. And I feel like it's that window right there, actually. It might be. And if it's not, it's one over from there. But, it's kind of easy to kind of assume where it is because if you obviously, in most houses, when you walk through that front door, the living room is usually right there. And just right behind the living room or to the right of a living room, if you're walking in facing, the door, the kitchen is normally either behind the living room or slightly to the right, and it's never really on the left side if you think about it when you go in the house. Well, I guess it is. I guess it is. All houses are different. But a lot of the times, the kitchen is right there. And then, depending on how the house is, there are rooms on the right, but I think most of them end up being on the left. Depending which way your house is facing, I don't know. Like I said, everyone's houses is different. But looking at the top of her home, I think most of the rooms are going to be on this side of the house. And I honestly don't really feel like this house has more than 3 bedrooms. I think it might be 4 if I'm wrong, but I think it would have 3. Because once you cut that garage off, it's not. It doesn't look as quite as big as it really appears. But it is a fairly big home. It's 3,000 square feet. So, I mean, that's not a normal size for the average person to live in. Capture said that Nancy had all kinds of people in there, not just one lady from 8 years ago. That's what makes me wonder whether or not we got anything with this DNA. That's what truly makes me wonder if we really got somebody. I mean, how the hell? And out of all the people that we've seen, and we've sat right here in front of this house. Out of all the people that we've seen, how so do we not figure that it's someone else and not the perp. I mean, why are we convinced that we're going to get something with this genealogy if the perp had on gloves and obviously shoes, but he didn't touch anything. He didn't obviously bleed. They discovered that the blood was Nancy's in front of the house. What and they say it's very very easy to um, leave DNA. So if that's the case, then there's a big possibility that that there's some DNA in there. There's a big possibility. However, it's also a big possibility that this guy did not leave any DNA behind as well. And I'm more on the possibility that that there isn't DNA from this guy. But just sitting here in front of this house, we've seen so many people go in and out the home, here to do things at the home. We had the pool cleaner here, we had maintenance here, I think at one point in time. She's covering her face. Yeah, we had maintenance here at one point in time. Who else was here? So the pool cleaner, mate. I think the landscaping. I think they came and did something with the what was it? My God, I can't remember the name. But we've had so many people here. It doesn't even matter. We've had so many people come here within the time that that Nancy's gone missing up until now. So I mean, it's very likely that it's someone else. And they keep saying, and I think this is what convinces us that there's a possibility that we got the perp's DNA. They keep saying that, my God, I lost my thought because I'm thinking about too many things at once, Juice. See, that's your problem. With the DNA, there's just too many people that have been inside that house. Period. I just don't see it. I don't see it at all. I don't feel like that's going to be the perp's DNA. And it's to me, it's very overwhelming, and it's sad to know that that's all we have to really roll off of besides tips. And I already said it. There's going to be a lot of tips that aren't. Oh God. Oh Lord. Keep going. Just keep going. Don't worry about it. Oh man, my heart dropped. Yeah. So, but anyway, with the tips, I feel like there's going to be. She's covering her face. There's going to be a lot of. People really don't want to be on camera. There's going to be a lot of tips that are just no tips. I feel like there's a lot of information that's been sent to the FBI that's not really going to help this case. I think that's going to be a mass majority of them, but I don't know why they can't just narrow it down and go through the tips, at least try to go through and who knows how they're going through the tips that they have. But I wish that they would go through the ones that just are more appealing to them, that they feel like may lead them in the right direction. But obviously maybe they can't pick them out like that. I don't know how that they go through those tips, how they would narrow it down. But there's always a way, I think. So I don't know. I don't know. I can't call it. I can't call it, chat. I don't know what else to think sometimes. I just really feel like this thing is going to roll over cold. I'm really personally not depending on a genealogy. It's just not something that I think is going to work out for this case. I think, like I said before, it's going to take somebody coming forward. Somebody had said something in the chat and I missed it. Capture says, yep, it's cold. Yeah. It's not cold, but it's cold to me. If that makes sense. It might not, but maybe it will later. It don't matter though. She was real nasty to Juanita, got right in her face when Alex and her were there. Alex was live. Oh man, I don't want to do that. I won't give her a reason to be nasty. I won't. I'll be respectful. I won't talk to her crazy. I'll be really respectful. There's a lady down there looking at me. Oh, she's flipping me off. Why are you flipping me off? Did y'all see that? Come on down. Let's have a conversation. I'm gonna be real nice. I'm gonna be real nice. She flipped me off. Got in her car, if that's her car, in a Lexus, and took off. Wow, bro, you guys got to zoom in on that. I promise you, she flipped me off. She was not waving. She was not waving. Why would she do that? People really don't have any class nowadays. I don't think it when I'm 65, I'm gonna be flipping people off, guys. I really don't. Actually, I'm someone who will make you learn not to do that to anybody sometimes. But I got past that point too, because it's just too many people out here that carry guns and pull out guns on you for no reason. But when you're somewhere and you got to be professional, you keep it that way. But yeah, I don't know why she just flipped me off right now. It's crazy. It's blurry for you. I should have zoomed in on that. She's probably gonna come over here. She was probably hoping I said something right now. They're probably gonna call the cops on me and say I'm doing something. But what can you really? You can't fight a camera. That's one thing you can't do. You know, you could say all you want. I was doing something, but my camera says it all from the moment that I get here. So if you do decide to come to Nancy's, guys, make sure you're rolling from the moment that you get here. Because the people in this neighborhood are doing a lot of weird things. We're not bothering nobody. I'm trying to keep my voice at a minimum so I'm not like disturbing anybody. So yeah, just FYI, just to help out y'all. If you decide to come out here and you're not from here, make sure you're rolling before you get here. You don't need a case or nothing going on. Get tickets while you're out here. I don't know who that was. She lives right at the end down there. Should we walk down there? No, we're not gonna start nothing. She lives right at the end. There's like a little cactus at the end right there, or whatever that is. I'll try to put my finger on it. Like right there. Right there. It's hard. It's kind of blurry. Ah, never mind. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. The camera's all blurry. She is there as a renter part of year, I believe. There's Sue Ellen, and there's another one. Someone will know for sure who it is, right? Don't buy into her drinker. She's a drinker? Oh, no. Somebody said something in the chat. Let me zoom up real quick. Oh, Don says I'm 61 and I flip people off. Oh, okay. That's gonna get you. That's gonna get you then. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll be one of them older people, and I'll be more like on the younger side when it comes to certain things. Nah, I get it though. Some people deserve to be flipped off though. They do, and I think that would make you more distinctive when you do stuff that you would do when you were younger. I guess there's nothing wrong with that, but just to just walk outside and flip me off is crazy. Bad Ass says, I still can't believe they didn't take the rug at the front door. I agree. I don't know if that tent that they came out and put in the front, she said it's obvious and they missed it and ignored it. So what else they have to look for? I agree. With that rug though, I think, honestly, I don't know for sure, but they had a white tent out at one point in time. And it covered the front door from the door. There's a round thing around the door. I think they covered it from there to a certain extent to, make it dark. And I think they were trying to get some type of footprint with that door, with that door mat or somewhere on the outlines of the outside of it. I'm just guessing because I heard that that's maybe the reason why they were there. I'm not 100% sure. But they definitely could have took that in. I think they came back and got it. I'm not too sure. Is it still there? Let's take a look. I don't know if it's still there or not. Linda, big welcomes, by the way. Oh, it is. Oh, it's still there. Is that the same mat? Oh, God. It is still there. Oh man. Yeah, and they said that the detective that was on this case didn't want to even be on this case. So a lot of things got messed up and overlooked in the beginning. And I felt like even moving forward, they still miss stuff. And that's that's obviously one thing right there that we could point out. Insane. If that's that mat and they didn't come and replace that mat, that's terrible. We literally have our guy on video stepping all over that thing and all around it. And we have it, and they didn't take that mat ever? I thought they'd, man, that's terrible. I keep hearing a lot about the mat though. I don't know why I thought that they came at some point and took the mat though. But you know, if they did, it would have been gone a long time because it took a while for these guys to get their car back. But that's different. It's a freaking mat. Maybe not. Badass says that's the same mat. I promise you. No, I believe you. I believe you because a lot of people keep talking about it. I don't know why at one point I thought I heard that they did come and look at the mat, but maybe because it's contaminated and you know that in the beginning that's what happened to most of this yard. We had people stepping all over everything everywhere, and I think that might have been one of the reasons why they didn't bother with the tire marks either. Not that the tire marks would have helped, but I think there was a lot of reasons why they didn't bother with stuff. But it's still, if you're at a point where you have nothing, you got to do whatever you can to try to get the chains moving. I think. Capture says, I'm sick of hearing about that, Matt. Yeah, I mean, well, the only thing is that there's nothing we can do about it. I mean, at this point, it's just been too many people at that front door. Even Brian came and contaminated it because he stepped all on the thing, getting the blood. Thank God for Brian Intick because, we were able to get the blood or, and we all came to a realization that they missed something. But yeah, I mean, not to, talk down on Brian because it's not his fault. But I mean, whoever came and stepped on the yard during from the day that she got taken, it just messes with the scene. It messes with the crime scene. And if everybody stepped all over that mat, I don't know if they would have been able to get that footprint of that perp's shoe. So I don't know. There's an adhesive tape list for trace evidence tinted that day. Sure, FBI did tests. Yeah, I think that's why that tent was out that day. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. James, big welcome, James Swanson. He says, "Good luck prosecuting this case." I'm just here to help. I mean, I hope we end up getting something at some point. In the Chris Watts case, they were fast with handling out flyers and door-to-door search. Why not here? So weird. Yeah, and that goes back to Nanos for me. I still feel like Nanos could be covering something up. I can't say that he's covering up, trying to protect one of his employees. But however, I think that there's something that's missing here that might be a really, really not surprising, but because I don't think we'll be surprised at this point with how this thing has gone. But I think that, there's something missing here, not just with Nancy and the perp that Nanos has done that we don't realize. And I think a lot of us have that suspicion sometimes. But for me personally, I can only speak for me. I think that there's something missing with Nanos. I think that he's covering up something. And obviously, there's a big thing going on with him right now as far as, that the fact that he lied under oath. So, and that's really questionable if he lied under oath like that, So, we'll see. We'll see how things play out. I don't know, like I said, if he's going to get recalled or not, because like I was telling y'all before, he's Nanos is so for Nanos we need 120,000 signatures, and that's within the Pima County. There's 500,000 people here in Tucson, Arizona, which would mean and it needs to be done by June. And I believe that would be about 1,000 signatures per day. Not to say it can't be done. And like I said before, that the percentage rate is 17. You know, as far as the sheriff being recalled and that happening, and this isn't the first time, from what I'm hearing, that Nano says, you know, they've put in a petition to try to get this guy out of office. But it just doesn't seem like it's going to be a very easy thing, and it doesn't seem like we're gonna. I don't know. I would just like to know where we stand with the signatures. How far are we? Like, are we really? Is he really actually close to being recalled? Because I'm tired of people saying like he's gonna be out of there soon, but they don't really have any information as far as where we stand with it. Like, how many more signatures do we need? Who's eligible right now as well? If this isn't in the making, who's eligible, to be put in that ballot to be our next, sheriff? So I mean, it just seems like it's going to take a long time if it does happen, but it doesn't not seem doable, but it seems like it's going to be very difficult, if that makes sense. Nattles has butched a lot of cases and doesn't seem to care. There are others missing in it and unsolved from Pima County. I agree. I would not put that past him at all. I agree. I think that's why he's liked, because he would do something like that for his employees. I think he would. I think of his employees, some of his employees that he maybe has a good relationship with. This is just my thought. I think that he would get you out of a situation. He'd be that guy. Even though you're wrong and you shouldn't be doing what you're doing, he would be that guy you call to get you out of the situation and would feel sorry for you. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong though. But I think that's why he's well liked. Bella says, I think she passed with it 24 hours, no sleep, scared, bad heart. Grandmate says, Nanos and Tommaso and Annie, Nanos' daughter, ran with Annie in school, and I heard Tommaso and Nanos are good friends. Seems fishy to me. Yeah, I've also heard that as well. I wasn't able to dig up any information on that really, but that's what I keep hearing, that they are good friends. I'm not 100% sure about that though. County Guy, thanks so much for tuning in here. Hello, thanks for everything. Very much appreciated, from Georgia. Shout out Georgia. Thanks for tuning in. Sue Ellen, sauced on gin. Arizona is another state in the United States one just would not feel safe. That's crazy. I love this place. I've been here all my life, and it's a safe place to me. I really don't have anything that makes me feel uncomfortable being here. I think it's been. I've really never had much to worry about here. The people are nice. People treat me nice. I've never really had a lot of issues growing up. I mean, where I grew up, I did, because I grew up in a rough neighborhood. I grew up in the hood out here. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, but they've been put on the map a couple times. I'm from the Vistas here. It's called Western Hills, and it's on 36 and Campbell out here. And it's a blood neighborhood. I'm not a blood, never been a blood, but I grew up around that, and I have a lot of friends who were. So, yeah, tough neighborhood. I've seen everything. I've seen it all. I've seen it all. That's why I have a little bit of knowledge when it comes to like burglary, because people think that a perp, when they go into a house, if they're, or a burglar, they think that if a burglar runs into a house that they won't hurt the person in there. They just want to take whatever they want and leave. But unfortunately, I have friends who did burglarize homes, and these are not even friends from the hood. These are friends that I grew up with in like high school. They would burglarize homes, and and I wasn't down with this, just so y'all know. They would go into houses and lay people down. If they would not lay down, you know what happens next. So for the ones that aren't cooperative, they would obviously either get pistol whipped, something would happen. So yeah, burglars do hurt people, and some burglars will kill you. Some burglars do not care. You cannot take nothing for granted. Just put it out there. Not every burglar, will just, they do statistically, yeah, they do want to just go in the home and take what they want and leave. They want to have a smooth entry and a smooth exit, no doubt. But a burglar will hurt you or kill you. But I don't think in this particular situation it was burglary. I think this was very much so targeted. And that's just my opinion, though. Whether or not Nancy was alive for 24 hours, I don't even think she had a chance, guys. I think, because a lot of people say that Nancy saw the perp. I disagree. I think that Nancy was physically, they got physical right away. I don't think they really hesitated at all. I think they had one job and one job only. Now, if the ransom was real, then that's what went wrong. That's what went wrong. If the ransom was not legitimate, because Savannah believes it was, which I was kind of surprised that she did, then there's a chance. There's a chance that, hey, don't bark at me. Hey, I didn't do nothing wrong. Yeah, but there's a chance, if it is real though, if it's real, then yeah, that's what went wrong. The fact that they weren't able to keep Nancy alive. But I would have to disagree with that. A lot of people don't also, I don't know how, it sounds like it'd be difficult, but just to kind of put the theory out there, if this guy was by himself, could perhaps he may have used a dolly to carry Nancy out? Is a dolly used? I think that could work. I think that's possible that he could have dollied her out, and that's why they may have, that's why it's questionable whether or not she was standing up, because they're trying to determine whether or not she was standing up. They're trying to say that she was standing up because of the blood droplets. Well, some people, from what I've heard them say because of the blood, the way it's dropped or the droplets. They talk about the spatter, but I think that they think she was walking out the house somehow, some way, because of how they looked or how they dropped on the ground. I don't know. I don't think so, though. I think it could still be possible that she was carried out. I don't think she had a chance. I really don't see that happening. I think I don't know. I don't know. I just can't call it if Nancy would have yelled. I don't know how she would have been. Would she have been cooperative? Those things I don't know. None of us do. But I really think they really went in there with one thing on their mind. They had a mission. And I think that they did what they were there to do. Let's see if we can see the whole street. I think I'm getting bit by like mosquitoes out here. D Long says, I think he tossed her over his shoulder, dump her in the trash can to get her to the car. Wow. That's an interesting thing. That's possible. I don't know if there's a trash can dumpster here, but I assume that they would have them here. And they, roll them out and put them out in front. Yeah, because there's no back alley for the dumpster man to go pick up the dumpsters in the back. So yeah. She definitely has a trash you can roll out. Oh, that's a good theory. That's possible, for sure. They said that she was still alive when the blood fell because they found oxygen in the blood drops. Ooh, I can't argue with that. Stidham says that. I don't buy any of that crock that comes out of Savannah's mouth, Capture says. Yeah. I mean, not only that, the interview we know was scripted, but what she believes isn't logic. It's not that doesn't mean it's a fact. She just believes that they were that there was a ransom. So who knows? Who knows? There was questions I think today that I saw I think on YouTube that Savannah may have been communicating with the perp, but I don't think so. I think she's telling the truth. I don't think she had any contacts with the perp, even though she didn't really specifically say. I don't think she was in contact with the perp at all. We got nothing, guys. When they reached out and the family sent the message to the perp, they got nothing. They didn't know what to do. I think she should have sent the money. She should have just sent the money. There's too many. This case is national, and it's gone beyond that. Other countries have learned about this investigation. Oh, this lady's a mean lady, guys. This lady is real mean. I'm gonna turn my camera. It's a real mean lady. I didn't want to get that. I didn't want to make them think I was looking at them because they were really looking hard. But that's a really mean lady in that there's a Honda. So it's a little Honda Civic, guys. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that Honda right there. But it's a little Honda Civic, and she has came by and asked me, "What are you doing here? What are you doing?" So like somebody sent you? Like, who are you working for? And I'm like, wow, geez, I'm here just like everyone else is, man. I'm pretty sure you've asked this question to several other people as well. But I was just like, I told her everything, obviously, that I'm not working with anybody. I'm just partnered with YouTube, and I'm covering the Nancy Guthrie investigation. And she just didn't say anything and drove off. And I was like, wow, it's crazy. So they're coming by, getting a little shot of the home. It's like they're in a rental car. I'm very observant, guy. When I see rental cars, I always look to confirm it is, I always look for a perm tag. So if you're ever trying to see if it's really somebody's car or not, we don't always know if it is. But you want to look for permanent tags. Permanent tags. Shannon, big welcome. One of my members here in the chat. I don't know why it doesn't show me that she's the actual member when I'm looking at all the people that are a member of the channel, which is not very many, but still, I didn't see her name pop up. William says, here she comes. There's 2 ways out to the roads at the back. I honestly want to say that there's more than that. I think, you're saying to like the back roads? Yeah, I think that might be possible, but there's definitely several ways to get out of here. I want to say at least 4. Let's not say several, but there's more than 2 ways to get out of here, for sure. Because you got several ways going this way, and then you've got at least two ways going this way. You could either go out to, first you could pop out on River through this neighborhood. You could go out on Campbell, and I think that's it. So there's 3 ways to get out of the neighborhood: Campbell, River, and I believe First. But you could also go from neighborhood to neighborhood and end up on another street as well. I always tell everybody a lot of areas in Tucson, you can go from, you could go through so many neighborhoods before you actually pass through a light. And from what I could, from them not being able to find a vehicle at this point, I believe that's what the perp did. Only that the most terrible part about the street lights here in Tucson, most of them are not recording. That's the sad part. So Shannon said, please hit that thumbs up. Yes, indeed. Hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to like the video, guys. Like the stream. Subscribe to the channel. I will be live tonight. I like to go live at home. It's a little bit more comfortable, a little bit less worrisome here because I sit here the entire time and worry about my battery the whole time. Like I'm on 11%, guys, so that means I'm not gonna be here too much longer. I actually better call for my ride because I don't have any service. I wonder if I could. Tomorrow I'll have a uh, a portable charger, so I'll be able to stay out here as long as I want. But I don't have a portable charger, and I started to go buy one, but you know what? Funds are tight right now, so we can't go buy no portable charger right now. And I don't want to just go buy a cheap portable charger. I could definitely afford that, but I want to be able to go get a charger that's actually going to be able to keep my phone juiced up. So we just gotta wait. We gotta wait. But tomorrow or tonight, maybe I'll go buy a portable charger. Lynn says, "Lord, call your ride now." I know 11% is sad. I really wish I could stick around longer. We'll try to make it to that sunset. I doubt it though. I don't know if it would help if I turn down the brightness, if we'll get more life out of the phone. I don't know. I always like my brightness all the way up. Much love, Shannon. Yeah, you're my first member on this channel as well. I've never had a membership thing on. You're my first one ever. I'll never forget that. Never forget it. And I appreciate it a lot. Trust me. I think I talk about it often. Well, several times on several streams. I've said that too. So much love to Shannon. Seriously. TS's coffee arrived before you ran out of battery. I know. I know. Yo, Sue, thanks so much for becoming a member of the channel. I appreciate that. Much love. We got 286 people tuning in. Man, thank you all for being here. I appreciate that. Thanks for listening to me. I know I'm not the best of the best, but in due time we'll get better. You know, I'm new to crime, so got a long way to go. When Brian was at the back of Nancy's, he come from one road and there's another to the right. Yeah, and from what I was hearing, thanks for bringing that up, by the way. What I was also hearing was that road that they were in the back of led to, you could get all the way to Mexico from that road, is what they were saying. And I was like, wow, that's insane. I don't know of any roads. That's one thing I don't know locally is I don't know any roads that lead me to Mexico besides the freeway. Like, I've never been to Mexico for one. Oh, well, one time I went to Nogales, but that was for a basketball game in high school. But I've never actually went myself out to Mexico to really see, you know, what it was like. So that is insane to me that there's a little back road. Like they say, it's true because I've heard it, but I've never seen it for myself until Brian Inton showed that, you know, that little back way that they were at. Or that wasn't that particular time, but I think it was just yesterday or earlier today. I think it was yesterday. He was showing that road that they were on. Phone's dying, guys. Phone is dying. I'm back, but phone is dying. Sorry, guys. Happy Easter, everybody. I got a call for my ride real quick, so give me one moment. Yeah, I don't know why my phone is. I don't know why it's overheating. It keeps overheating, chat. So sorry about that. We were so smooth the last time I came here, but this time it's overheating. We're good though. I already put in the message, so my phone dies, we're good. It's gonna die, but if it does, we're safe. You know what I might do? Let me see if there's any internet connections in this area. I think there is. I might be able to use my other device, maybe. Nah, it says there's no devices in this area at all except for the one that I have right here and the hotspot's on. All bad. How much life we got left? Hold on. 5%? No. 5%? No. Oh, man. It's happening. I think we're going to take a little walk real quick before it's too late. Well, until my phone dies. That really sucks, guys. I really was hoping I was going to be out here until the sun was almost going down. I really wish I had a portable charger. Where's JLR? Where are they at? Who's around? Come save me. Bring me a portable charger. I don't want to leave yet. Is there an outlet out here? Somewhere? No, there's not. That would be awesome, man. Yes, I'll be live tonight. Help Alex. That would be dope. If Alex is going to be out here tonight, I will really, literally come out here tonight. Ride's on the way, guys. Ride is on the way, though, I think. It's not on the... I don't know if it's on the way, but I did put in the message for my ride. So, she just read it right now, so we're good. Thanks for y'all being concerned, too. JLR signed off? No, he's gone. He's been live all morning, though. Shout out Ohio, by the way. Happy Easter, Elizabeth. They're all slacking tonight. Yeah, it's like nobody wants to be out here streaming today. Somebody said something about Alex coming. Alex not coming? Oh, okay. They all signed off. Got you. Maybe I should do like a little night stream out here tonight, but no, I won't. I won't do it. We'll just do it at home in the studio. Nah, it's not a studio. I wish it was. All right, I'm gonna get up real quick and walk around for a second because my phone is about to die anyways, and I'm not gonna have any service whatsoever. Anyways, guys, if I didn't get to say goodbye, I'm gonna say goodbye now. Big shouts to those of y'all tuning in. It's your boy, the juice. Appreciate y'all stopping by, guys. I will see y'all tonight. I'll be live tonight. I want to come out here, to be honest, and just kind of hang out. I've never done a night stream out here. So it'd just be nice to kind of get the vibe of what it's like at night and just how creepy and scary it is, Gotta have some balls to be out here at nighttime. My phone keeps overheating too, so, maybe it'll stay cool at night and not in the